Good day, everyone. So, today, before we begin, we would like to take the opportunity to thank our instructor, Mr. Mark Abadilla, for guiding and letting us present our feasibility study on our business, We Got Soul. We Got Soul is a Philippine-based food business that offers authentic Korean cuisines. The well-known anthropologist and historian Arnold Javan said that Korean cuisine is attractive to many Filipinos in terms of its phenomenological popularity in social media as a result of people's fondness for K-dramas and K-pop. From the name itself, We Got Seoul, Seoul is the capital of South Korea, and We Got Seoul used to it to describe the goal of this business, which is to bring into town the land dreamt by fun girls and fun boys South Korea. And according to a survey on Korean cultural contents in 2020, around 45.1% of the respondents stated that Korean food was very popular in their country. And Korean cuisine was widely known and popular among the general public, which resulted in desired sales of related products. As Korean cuisine trend continues, We Got Soul will grab the opportunity to serve and spread Korean food-filled souls. So We Got Soul have its vision, mission, and objectives. So our vision is to become the most popular Korean restaurant through providing best and perfect Korean experiences. And our mission is to achieve a good and great Korean food experience that would fulfill the promise of filling empty souls. And our objectives is to gain positive feedbacks from Korean food-filled customers and enlarge word-of-mouth marketing, and to have a 3% increase in sales revenue on a monthly basis.
We Got Soul will fill your empty bellies with fresh vegetables that twice as moist, twice as rich, and twice as delicious. We Got Soul is a Philippine-based food business that offers a variety of Korean foods such as samgyeopsal, kimchi, bibimbap, gimbap, jjajangmyeon, bulgogi, tteokbokki, japchae, naengmyeon, soju, mekju or beer, makgeolli or rice wine, somek or soju bombs, soju yakult, soko makgeolli, banana milk, soda, and iced tea are available.
We move on to target market. We Got Soul expect to catch the interest of Korean food lovers. Customers from 12 to 50 years old are the ideal target market of this business, male or a female.
The NSPP-USP model covers the need, situation, person, product description, and unique selling proposition of this business. A primary need of a person for survival is the need for food and water. Thus, We Got Soul will cater this need through the variety of Korean foods and beverages that it will offer to customers. As there is a growing interest for South Korean related things, there will also be an increase for the demand in the market. This actively demonstrates the situation that Korean food is now a trend from different countries, wherein it is the reason why this business will have a life in the industry. We Got Soul will not limit its customers to specific demographic classification. Hence, it is open for people of all ages as long as they want to try Korean foods and beverages as something new to their tastes, or they just want to come back and have another taste of their favorite. The products are all dishes and beverages of Korea. The main product of the business is the famous samgyeopsal, but is also offering a lot of other Korean foods for customers to select what they want to consume. In terms of beverages, the business provides different choices at different prices. Unique selling proposition of this business is we bring the heart of soul to your soul, which means that through the products and services offered by We Got Soul, customers will feel the real spirit of Seoul, South Korea, without riding an airplane or spending excessive sums of money to travel. For the BAF model, it includes the benefits, advantages, features, and functions of We Got Soul. Benefits of the products will be mostly on health. Ingredients of Korean foods are mostly fresh vegetables that contains a lot of vitamins and minerals that are surely good for the body. Since most of the native Korean foods consider meat as a condiment rather than the main course of the meal, this is also very advantageous for health-conscious individuals, like those people who are on a diet. We Got Soul also offers both alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages to customers. This also gives various health benefits, and of course, the business promotes responsible drinking to customers. For the advantages, aside from what I said that it is good for those who are on a strict diet, We Got Soul is also a good venue to spend quality time with friends, loved ones, or families. Also, products offered are in affordable prices and which will not cause too much pain on the pockets of the customers. Features of Vigot Soul include the excellent and warm accommodation from staffs, convenient and spacious eating areas, and authentic South Korean ambience that would let customers feel that they are really dining in South Korea. And of course, the function of Vigat Seoul is to increase tourism in its location, increase health awareness to customers, and to promote growth together with its neighbor businesses.
Hello everyone. So this part of the study, my groupmates and I conducted a survey of questions that would help us know where to locate our business and how much of the respondents prefer Korean dishes. In table number 1, we can see that San Nicolas and Batak City has the highest number of respondents who answered the survey. In table number 2, 84.5% of the respondents are interested in Korean dishes, while 15.5% are not into Korean dishes. In table number 3, the respondents rated their cravings on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 as the lowest and 5 as the highest. In table number 4, we asked the respondents if they are willing to buy Korean food if a restaurant is to be built in Plaza Maestro at Batak City. And 90% of the respondents answered yes and 10% answered no.
We Got Soul believes that the lack of direct competitors in the vicinity of Plaza Maestro located in the city of Batak is a big and solid opportunity for We Got Soul to be successful and opens experience for the target market. On the other hand, indirect competitors like Rafael's, which is the most popular restaurant in Batak, is a major challenge for We Got Soul because Rafael will act as the well-known substitute for Korean restaurant. Also, the well-known fast food restaurant like Jollibee, Chowking, and food stalls near the place is a challenge for restaurant success.
Competitive rivalry within the industry. We Got Soul considered brand image as one of their competitive rivalry within the industry because we cannot deny the fact that there are already many existing Korean restaurants here in Ilocos Norte. They have already built their reputation and brand image on their respective customers. Since We Got Soul is still a startup business, the company will strive to keep up with the reputation that has built by existing competitors. The business will improve its competitive advantages and will develop more strategies to sustain its needs for the competitions. The next thing is the threats for new entrants. We Got Soul considered the increased competition as one of the threats for new entrants because more business establishment will be built in response to an increasing demand for this industry. Another threat for new entrants is high threat. Food is one of the basic needs of a person for survival. A lot of businesses with different strategies will arise because the demand of food is undying. For the company to avoid this kind of threats, We Got Soul will ensure that all items that will be made available to the end user are palatable and has genuine Korean taste. Another thing in the first 5 forces is the bargaining power of the customers. We Get Soul considered financial status as one of the bargaining power of customers because customers always considered price in relation to their current financial status. They may only purchase products that suit their pockets. Another thing is the discounts because frequent customers may demand for discounts as a reward for their loyalty. Therefore, the business will consider the preference and status of the potential customers in setting the price.
Based on PSA 2009, Philippine Standard Industrial Classification or the PSIC, under Section C, Subclass 101, we got sold belongs to the manufacturing industry.
As we all know, marketing strategy is the business plan for reaching, engaging, and converting target prospect into profitable customers. So we got sold marketing and sales strategies are: first, promoting through different social media networking sites. Second is video advertisement. And lastly, pricing strategy like competitive pricing and price bundling strategies. So let's explain one by one. First is promotional activities on social media has proven to be the most effective way to promote product online, as well as it is the quickest way to connect or have direct contact with target audience. Second is video advertisement is one of the top marketing trends nowadays. So we will use this strategy to attract or entertain potential customers by making videos in relation to different occasions and events. As for the pricing strategy, the competitive pricing and price bundling strategies will use to determine the right and reasonable price of every product of We Get Sold business. Technical and operational study, production technology. First on the list is computer and CCTVs. This will be used to keep important files that can be used for the business to operate well as to be updated on what's going on inside and outside the business. Next is table and chair. This will be used to make sure that every customers and employees will feel comfortable inside the restaurant. Next is toilet. This must be always present in any establishment because customers and employees need it to relieve themselves. Fourth is tissue. This will be used to wipe dirt or food residue after eating, especially their mouth, and also in toilet for emergency purposes. Next is air conditioned. This will be used to make sure that every customers will feel comfortable and cool while eating. Next is exhaust pipe. This will be flexible to move sideways for collecting smoke by the sides of grill. Next is sink, used for hand washing, dishwashing, and other uses. Next is grill. This is a restaurant mainly product sangyupsal, so grill is so vital for this business. It is used to cook their orders. Next is tong. This is also a tool used to cook the food ordered by customers.
Television. Television is an electronic device that used to project a video, image, or even presentation. In We Get Soul, television will be used to entertain customers. Fire extinguisher is a fire protection device used to extinguish or control small fires, frequently in emergency situations. People can't foresee fortuitous events, so everyone needs to be cautious, especially the WGS is all about cooking with fire. Camera. We Got Soul will set up a photo booth for attracting customers. This camera will be used to make the strategy happen. The business can also use it to capture every memorable and paste it inside the business. A first aid kit is a tool for emergency purposes. The fact that WGS is a Korean restaurant, therefore cooking is expected. So, WGS will use this kit to give first aid to every customer or employee in need of an urgent, simple medical assistance. Excess fans are needed to pull excess moisture and unwanted odors out of a particular area. Having proper ventilation for the restaurant is imperative for both employee and customer health as well as food sanitation. Telephone or mobile phone. This will act as a medium of communication within the restaurant and the customer. The restaurant will likely sometimes use the telephone to contact customers for reservations and other inquiries. A paper and a pen. Enable for the waiter to write and list the orders of the customers orderly and to avoid confusions and misunderstanding with the customers. Kitchen scissors. Scissors is a fast and efficient when you must cut small things like meat especially. Cutting small pieces of meat like is much better done with cooking scissors and it goes with the eating style. Wi-Fi wireless networking. We at Seoul provide customers with broadband internet connections and will use it as a medium to exchange notification and orders. We at Seoul wants to satisfy customers not only on their products, but also on networking inside the business.
Under product description, samgyeopsal. Korean dish that is commonly consist of thick, fatty slices of pork belly meat. The meat is usually neither marinated nor seasoned. It is cooked on a grill at the table, and usually they eat directly from the grill with vegetable and lettuce leaves wrapped it in. Next is kimchi, a spicy side dish created from fermented vegetables, usually cabbage and radishes with full of chili powder. Bibimbap, a bowl rice mix with meat and assorted vegetables. Gimbap, a rice wrapped in a seaweed with fillings like marinated vegetables, fried eggs, ground meat, and fish cake. Jajangmyeon, a noodle dish with black bean sauce which consists of salty black soybean paste, diced pork, or any kind of meat and vegetables. Bulgogi, a barbecue dish generally prepared in a sweet and savory sauce made of soy sauce, sugar, and Korean pear juice. Tteokbokki, it is a spicy dish of chewy rice cake stir-fried in a thick chili sauce made from base or seaweed. Japchae, a savory and slightly sweet dish of stir-fried glass noodles and vegetables, also mixed with meat, mushrooms, and seasoned with soy sauce and sesame oil. Naengmyeon, a cold noodle dish of thin, chewy noodles that are made potato or sweet potato starch in a chilled broth. Under beverages, first is the famous soju, a clear distilled alcohol beverage made most famously in Korea, traditionally produced from grains like rice, wheat, and barley. Make Jew or the beer. It is fizzier and weaker tasting than Western beers. Makgeolli or the rice wine. It is milky spirit made from rice and barley and has much lower alcohol content than soju, around 6 or 7%, and comes in a various different product. Somek or the soju bomb, a beer cocktail pairing light lager with soju. The popular low-alcohol distilled liquor commonly made with sweet potato and tapioca. Soju Yakult, an inspiration from the popular soju yogurt cocktail that mixed soju with a yogurt drink. Soju Makgeolli, a combination of soju and rice wine. Banana milk. It is simply Korean banana-flavored milk, or in Korean, banana matuyu, which contains 85% milk, purified water, sugar, 0.32% banana juice concentrated, carotene, artificial flavor, vanilla, or banana. Soda, a non-alcoholic beverage, a flavored drink with different variety. Iced tea, a form of cold tea and usually served in a glass with ice. It refers to any kind of tea that has been chilled or cooled.
Going on to physical premises. Number 1, we got storage room. We got Seoul will have its own room that will serve as the storage for all the food and will keep the ingredients, preserve its freshness. This room is located at the back of the restaurant. Next, office. We got Seoul will have its own office where the manager and owners will work. The office will serve as the place for ensuring the smooth running of the restaurant and manage all the movement inside the business. The office will also be the place where all decisions will be approved. Aircon. We got Seoul will install its own air conditioners inside the restaurant. It will serve as the coolant for all the customers inside the restaurant. Surely, without an air conditioner, all the customers will sweat and will not be able to enjoy eating anymore because of the grills which produce heat to cook the meats. The air conditioner will also balance the temperature and will make sure the customers will surely enjoy eating without any problem when it's about the temperature. Next is comfort rooms. We got Seoul will have its own restrooms for employees and customers. Each gender will have its own restrooms to use and will have a separate restroom for the employees to keep their own privacy. The customers will surely enjoy eating because they won't be having any problem thinking that eating too much will cause stomach ache. But it's okay because We Got Soul do provide a clean restroom for them. CCTV. This means closed circuit television. Gives you an access to monitor the employees and especially the customer's property for their safety and in the most convenient yet effective way. They are relevant in monitoring places that will prevent theft, business purposes, reviewer, evidence, and to maximize the productivity of the employees. CCTV works as to pick an image by the camera that is taken to the monitor and will be recorded on a video tape. Next is a dining area. Of course, the business is all about food and drinks, so there will be a dining area with separating dining places for all the customers. Employees need to have access to a hygienic facility for preparing and eating meals for the customers. The employees will always make sure that the dining tables and equipments are clean before and after customer eat. Now we got kitchen. We Got Soul have its own cooking area because not all the foods are cooked by the customers themselves, but there is some food in the menu that are needed to be served ready. There will be a cooking area where the chefs will cook and a washing station where we always keep the tools and equipments clean and hygiene. Now let's move on to services offered. Korean inspired ambience. There's no need to travel all the way to Korea because We Got Soul brings Korea to you in terms for their operations. The business does not only offer authentic Korean food, but the business also is letting their customers to experience the culture of Korea in terms of utensils in its structure. We Got Soul will make you forget the problems you are facing even just for a while. Next, ensure safety among customers. We Got Soul best asset is its people, so giving them protection is the number priority of the business. We Got Soul gives 5 to 10 minutes as an allotted time in checking how safe the structure of the building. In terms of food, We Got Soul made sure that we are providing the best quality ingredients because business cares to its customers. Then we go to authenticity of the food. The business does not only provide a Korean inspired ambience, but the business is exerting effort in making their menu as authentic as possible. Catching the interest of its market is the number focus of company We Got Soul is a starting business. Leaving a positive expression is essential in starting a business. Let's go to location. The location of We Got Soul is at the Plaza Maestro at Batak City and situated at Marcos Avenue, Barangay 10 and Lacub, City of Batak, Ilocos Norte. The nearby points of its interest are Red Ribbon, Batak Jollibee, Batak Chowking, Good Day Cell Cards, Access Therapeutic and Skincare Marketing. You get connected to Aficionado, Regenerist Marketing, and Lord Silver Accessories. Plaza Maestro Complex is a modern shopping center in the province caters to the needs of the generation, offering two of the country's fast food chains, Jollibee and Chowking. Then we go to the map. We Got Soul is located at the middle part at the back, behind Chowking and behind Mercury Drug, and besides jewelry shop and electronics. Let's move on to the size. Plaza Maestro Batak has a length of 0.21 kilometers. Moving on to physical store layout. As we can see, there's par exit, locker room, kitchen, office, stock room, cashier, refrigerator, restrooms, and dining area.
Technical and operational study. The process of the whole business transaction of We Got Soul is shown in the flowchart. This is to identify the different elements of the process and understand the interrelationship among the various steps. After finding a supplier, completing of supplies requisition form will be made. If it is approved, then the next step is the delivery of goods. After receiving the supplies, it will go under inspection and inventorying for double checking purposes. If the inventorying is made, then a menu of products will be displayed in the restaurant. A customer can now purchase the selected items. The customer can also choose what service will be done in serving the food. The last step will be the payment process. The customer can pay through cash or card. The delivery service of products is paid on cash and delivery.
An estimate production on day 1 is to find suppliers and ordering supplies. On day 2, the agreement of terms and contracts with suppliers. On day 3, negotiation and approval with suppliers. On day 4, the delivering and receiving of the products. On day 5 and 6, the inspection of the products. And on day 7, the displaying and arranging the products. We Got Soul will get the food supplies from the wholesale distributors that deliver directly to the restaurant. The products delivered from the suppliers are processed and raw foods. The restaurant will be the one to prepare the food before reaching the consumers for consumption.
Under management study, we will be presenting the business forms, key personnel, manpower, and skills requirement of the company and the employment process. Business form. We Got Soul is a subsidiary business entity owned by a corporation. Thus, it will be considered as corporation, whereas ownership and management are separated. Since I mentioned that We Got Soul is a subsidiary business entity, Y Corp is the mother company of the business who is the owner of We Got Soul because they are the one who invests capital and owns company shares, which means Y Corp are responsible in overseeing the organization's activities. Therefore, the management and shareholders will share common interests, goals, as well as equal number of responsibilities and accountabilities to lead We Got Souls to its desired success.
So we have on the screen the official organizational chart of We Got Soul. On top is the owner of the business, which is Y Corp. Under it is a general manager hired to supervise and manage all operations of the business. An admin assistant and an accountant will assist the general manager with the administrative task and financial management of the business. For the first line operations, We Got Soul will have the service crews to cater the needs of dine-in customers, dishwashers to clean the plates and other eating utensils, a cashier to gather orders and payments from customers, and chefs to prepare the orders. For the manpower requirements, in order for We Got Soul to perform successful operations and cater all demands of its customers, it will need to hire one general manager, one admin assistant, one accountant, one main chef, one assistant chef, one cashier, two dishwashers, 5 restaurant crew members.
To be able to choose the right employees, We Got Soul sets on skills and requirements to complete the manpower needed by the company. We Got Soul is looking for general manager who has strategic and management proficiency, customer focused, managing profitability and quality focused, financial planning and developing budget skills, problem solving and decision making skills, and as well as communication skills. The general manager also must to be innovative, risk taker, optimistic, coordination and communication with colleagues, ability to take action, and control emotions. We Got Soul is also looking for admin assistant who has reporting skills, administrative writing skills, Microsoft Office skills, problem solving, supply management and inventory control, verbal communication, organizational and efficiency, leadership, team working, and interpersonal skills. The company is also looking for an accountant who has strong written and oral communication, analytical, mathematical problem-solving skills, time management, critical thinking, active learning, clerical knowledge, proficiency with Microsoft Office Suite, and organizational and attention to detail. We also, or we got so also looking for main chef and assistant chef who has attention to detail, business sense, cleanliness, creativity, culinary expertise, fast-paced decision-making, motivational management style, and organization. The company is also looking for cashier who has basic math and point of sale system or POS, interpersonal communication or written and verbal communication, time management and flexibility, product knowledge, customer service skills, and dispute resolution rather, attention to detail. Lastly, the company is looking for restaurant crew members and dishwashers who has flexibility and ability to work in a fast-paced environment, ability to stand for long hours at a time, and most especially, positive attitude and commitment to customers' satisfaction.
For the employment process of the business, it will have two stages, the recruitment and selection process. The first step in We Got Soul's recruitment process is to identify labor demand. And the business has identified that it will need one general manager, one admin assistant, one accountant, one main chef, one assistant chef, one cashier, two dishwashers, and five restaurant crew members. The second step is to prepare the job description and the specifications of each of the identified vacancies. I will only discuss a few for each job, but a detailed job description and specification is listed on our feasibility paper and are also present in each of the succeeding slides. For a general manager, it is in charge of overseeing all operations of the business, formulating overall strategy, managing people, and also establishing policies. He should at least have a bachelor's degree in business management or other related courses, an excellent work performance from his previous work experiences, and of course, knowledge in managing human resources and other functions in a business. The yearly salary for a general manager would be 411,600 pesos. An administrative assistant is the one who is responsible in running and coordinating day-to-day administrative duties in the organization. Few tasks include making calls, scheduling appointments, monitoring stock supplies, and coordinating with a range of staffs and external stakeholders. He should at least have a certificate in business administration and excellent skills in communication and time management, among others. Yearly salary would be 180,000 pesos. An accountant is responsible for managing the financial records of the business. He should know how to analyze accounting data and prepare a financial report, and should also be knowledgeable to all accounting terms and computations. He should be a certified public accountant and has a minimum of 5 to 10 years of experience in accounting and finance. Yearly accounts for food, quality, cleanliness, and appearance. They should work excellently in the fast-paced work environment. They should also have a formal culinary training or a degree in culinary, 3 to 5 years of experience, and a Serve Safe certification. Salary for the main chef is 169,200 pesos yearly and 167,712 yearly for the assistant chef. A cashier is in charge of assisting customers in the in-store checkout process, ringing up sales, collects payments, and honors coupons. A cashier should at least possess a high school diploma, customer service or cashier experience, and should be accurate in handling transactions, and of course, basic math and computer skills. Yearly salary would be 94,080 pesos. A dishwasher should maintain cleanliness in the kitchen and properly wash the dishes. He should at least have a high school diploma or a GED and be able to multitask. Yearly salary would be 59,760 pesos. A restaurant crew member should be able to serve food and provide customer service to customers at a fast pace. Crew members should be friendly, reliable, and punctual. He should uh, he should have the ability to work for long hours and enjoy working and talking with people. Yearly salary for each crew member would be 72,120. For the third step of the recruitment process, it is to publicize the job openings. We Got Soul will use online platforms including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Jobstreet.com, LinkedIn, Trabahanap, and Indeed Job Search. And the last step for the recruitment process is to gather the resumes. We Got Soul will gather applicant resumes through its official email address, wegotsoul@gmail.com, to promote an eco-friendly recruitment with the use of paper-free or electronic copy resumes.
After the recruitment process, we are now down to selection process. After identifying the position that the business needs in making the operation successful, applicants must undergo selection process. Thus, the management of Vigat Soul must have to review applicant resume. Vigat Soul must review the applicant's resume intently because resume is one of the most common method used by the applicants to present their background information. Reviewing the resume of the applicant will help Vigat Soul hunt the right candidate to fill in a vacant position. The next thing that the management must do is a screening interview. We are all aware that screening interviews consist of two parts, the preliminary and initial interview. We Get Sold therefore will execute both preliminary and initial interview to check how qualified the aspiring applicants who are willing to dedicate their life and time to the company. Next thing is the selection test and performance evaluation. We Got Soul will proceed to selecting the applicants who stands out the most during the preliminary and initial interview. The basis of We Got Soul in choosing the right applicant is the applicant's potential. Once potential applicants are identified, the next is evaluating their qualifications, qualities, experiences, and expertise. Next is the reference checking. We Got Soul will perform reference checking. Reference checking is an objective evaluation of all applicants' past job performance based on the information collected from key individuals who have known and worked with the applicant. Reference checking will primarily use to predict, verify, and uncover background information of the applicants. The next thing that the management must do is job offer. The starting business will offer opportunities for those individuals who are jobless. We Got So will offer these job vacancies to applicants. General manager, admin assistant, accountant, main chef, assistant chef, cashier, dishwasher, and most especially the restaurant crew members. These people will make We Got Soul operations possible and to achieve the company's mission and vision. Next thing is the medical examination. We Got Soul's asset is its employee. Therefore, the company will require the applicants to undergo medical tests to determine whether their heart, lungs, eyes, and limbs are healthy and to detect signs of illnesses. This will benefit both the company and the applicant. And lastly, to end the selection process, the management must have job placement. After the sets of tests that applicants needs to undergo, finally, We Got Soul can now determine who's who, which means We Got Soul has the right people in every position. These selected applicants needs to perform in his or her job. They will now be subject to orientation and trainings for familiarity and efficiency at work. The moment they receive an email, they are already considered as part of We Got Soul family. Those are the steps in selection process that We got soul must need to undergo to better determine who's the right person to fill in every position.
Under socio-economic impact, first is social. As We Got Soul targets potential customers at any age, this is a good venue for small group gatherings and spending quality time for certain social circle together. They can enjoy their conversations with high quality and mouth-watering Korean dishes on their tables. The South Korean ambience of the restaurant will also give them an out-of-the-country vibe that will surely uplift their moods and appetites. This restaurant can also be a good place to meet new friends, especially those who belong to the same K-pop fandom or those who have the same South Korean related interests. Customers can establish these friendly relationships and gain another connection that will add value to their life and their interests. Next is economic. Starting a new firm in the food business has an economic impact. We Got Soul establishes its firm not only for the profit, but also to address the needs of its market. To achieve this goal, the company must recognize the customer's preferences and changes in how they spend their money. One of the challenges that has an impact of business is the unpredictability of the economic rate.
We got Soul comparative income statement for the year ended 31 year 1, 2, and 3. To compute the income statement by the year 1, net sales with a total of 3,800,000 minus the total cost of sales 724,349.23 shows the total gross profit of 3,075,650.77. By the year 2, sales discount was increased, so the total amount of the net sale is 4 million minus the total cost of sale 1,280,650.77 shows the total gross profit of 3,219,349. By the year 3, net sale is 5 million minus 1,515 with total gross profit of 3,485,000. Expenses include salaries, advertising, utilities, rent, and depreciation. Total amount of expenses by the year 1 is 2,247,512. For the year 2 became 2,387,210, and by the year 3 total expenses is 2,455,900. And to compute the net income for the year 1, 2, and 3, income before tax minus income tax. To compute the statement of financial position with comparative report from year 1, 2, and 3, current assets, cash plus the amount of inventories, non-current assets, deduct all the accumulated depreciation. So the total assets by the year 1 is 2,662,511.2. By the year 2, 3,578,222.40, and by the year 3, 4,651,502.40. To compute the statement of cash flows for the year ended 31 year 1, 2, and 3, under operating activities, cash received from the customer minus the total amount of the payments to supplier, minus the total amount of the payments to employees, minus the total amounts of the payments to utilities, minus the other expenses, and minus the income taxes paid. So, the total net cash for operating activities for the year 1 is 584,860.25. By the year 2, 1,098,362.15. By the year 3, 1,245,280. Under investing activities, by the year 1, office equipment with a total of 115,000 plus the service vehicle with the total of 600,000 plus 15,000 for the furnitures and fixtures with a total of 730,000. By the year 2, 100,000 for the land and 12,000 for the furnitures with a total of 112,000. And by the year 3, only the office equipment with a total of 25,000. So the cash at the end of the period by the year 1 is 1,854,860.25. By the year 2 is 2,841,222.40. And by the year 3, with a total of 4,061,502.40. To compute the return of investment with comparative report from 1, 2, and 3, net income before tax divided by the total assets times 100. So that the return of investment by the year 1 is 31.10%, by the year 2, 23.26%, and for the year 3, 22.12%.